Okay, hello. We are back for another Cooking with Mel episode that nobody asked for. This is my second time recording it because I realized the first time it recorded with no audio, so there's already things happening here. We are making a strawberry Pop-Tart cobbler. I am not one to give the internet baking instructions, but it looked so delicious that I felt like I had to share it, so here we go. You're gonna need the ready-to-bake pie crusts. The recipe says you need 2 of the pie crusts. I am finding, and so I bought 2 boxes, not seeing that it already has 2, but as I was already making the bottom layer, I found that just one of the rolls is not enough. So I really do think you need 2 boxes total, 4 rolls total. You also need fresh strawberries. You need 2 containers of pie filling. If you wanted to make a different flavor cobbler, you could. So you could get like the blueberry filling and blueberries, but we're working with strawberries today. And then, not shown, but I'll do in a little bit, you also need powdered sugar and milk for like the glaze icing topping. Let's start making this together. The recipe I found says bake crust according to directions on box. The box says bake crust according to directions on recipe, so bear with me. I need to go find a recipe that has how high I should preheat my oven. The internet is saying 400 degrees for 25 minutes, so we are rolling with that. So step 1 is going to be rolling out one of the pie crusts for the bottom. I do need a pan and already have run into a little bit of a roadblock. Hello, my love. My pans are under there, unfortunately. Do you think you could beep beep your butt for a minute? How do you get this open? It's like really conveniently already rolled out, but okay. This one looked so yummy. I thought I would share it with the internet, but as you can tell, we're not off to a strong start, but we're gonna get better, I swear. Don't say anything about this. This is currently what we're at, this like hodgepodge pie crust bottom. So we are mixing the strawberries and the 2 containers of pie filling together, and this is what is going to make up the middle of the cobbler. This smells so good. And the super vague recipe that I'm working off of did not say how to cut the strawberries, so I'm just gonna make, I think, little slices like that. I don't know. I don't think it's that serious, because I think if I'm seeing this correctly, I think in the pie filling, it literally has whole strawberries, so, but I'm just gonna make these a little bit smaller so it's not all massive giant strawberries in here. I didn't use the whole container of strawberries, but I did use most of them. I just feel like this is a lot in here, but I'll show you all what this looks like, what we're working with. So here we go. Look at that deliciousness. So after your strawberries are cut up, all you're gonna do is spread it into, okay, trying to make sure you all can see this. All you're gonna do is spread it into the bottom of your pie crust. So it looks like this right now. Next, what you're gonna do is take the other pie crusts. So if you're like me, you have 2 more. If you follow the recipe, you only got 1 more of these bad boys. But next, what you're gonna do is put these on top of the other one, kind of sealing around the edges. Okay, so this is what it looks like with the second crust on the top. And then you bake in the oven according to the instructions. So what I saw on the internet when it said bake at 400 was bake for 25 minutes. So that is what we're gonna do. Okay, so I think I lied and didn't read the recipe thoroughly. So it's saying bake in the oven for 25 minutes and then you take it out and cover with foil and bake for another 20. So we'll just see how it is when it comes out and I'll let you know. But okay, for the icing, you need 1 cup of powdered sugar. I'm measuring with my heart. Don't say, like, I'm not really the kind of person who feels strongly about like needing to measure super accurately. I don't know. 1 tablespoon of milk. And then a little bit of vanilla. Not measuring. Okay, I strongly feel like this needs more milk. I don't know who is in charge of this recipe, but like, this is not making very, like, this is not making very much icing. Like, we're gonna double this. I should really make my own recipe because I feel like whoever was in charge of this one was incorrect. Okay, but I do feel like 2 tablespoons of milk actually got like a better like glazed icing consistency, because 1 tablespoon, it was still like, it was not mixing together, but we are going to double it because this is not going to be enough for my liking. I'm going to tell you that right now. Also, maybe it was really thick because I didn't measure, so I guess as I'm saying this, start with 1 tablespoon at a time and then just like see what happens if you need to add a little bit more milk. I realize I'm kind of doing like heaping cupfuls, but like I said, I'm kind of a go with the flow type baker. Oh, it's good. I'm very glad I doubled it because it's so good. And I strongly feel, Pop-Tarts, I love you, but I despise when you skimp on the frosting and the filling, and this household does not do that. So we have about 20 minutes left until the cobbler is done in the oven, and then it says to put foil on and do for about another 20 minutes, so we'll do that. Okay, it smells amazing, but yeah, definitely not quite done, so we'll put a little bit of foil on it. It says with the foil, go back in for another 20 minutes, but I might do like 10, 15 just to see how we're looking because the edges are already kind of getting brown, so I don't want that to burn. Good news, we have a baked cobbler. So here's the final product. Did I seal this as well as it possibly could have been sealed? Apparently no. So lesson for next time, just to make sure it's really pinched around the edges. Because just some of the edges, mostly like these sides, it's coming out of a little bit. Hopefully it's still fine. I'm gonna take this one right here for a walk. This one right here. Would you like to go for a walk? And let this cool down, and then hopefully by the time we get back, this is ready to ice and be eaten. So fingers crossed it's cooled down enough we can finish this out. We are officially saying good enough because I want to finish cleaning up my kitchen. It's still a little warm, but I think it'll be fine. And if it's not fine, you know what? We're just gonna have gooey glaze on the top. So just mixing this back up a little bit. Do we feel like I need more? Like, it's probably fine, right? Like, I just really like frosting and but I also don't know. Okay, I think we're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it for now. If it needs more later, we'll decide, but I will show you up close what the final product looks like. Right here you have it. Finished product. She's looking good. Just to show what it looks like cut up. Look at that. That looks amazing. Oh, somebody's gonna have to help us eat this because this is so much, so good.